We started making names right away, and I loved it. I was robbing drug dealers, taking their gold right off their neck, and the shit we did, who's gonna call the police on you? A drug dealer?
I can identify with anything that was normal, to be honest with you, but I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Yeah.
99% of the time, you're gonna disappear.
Just like the Donnie Brasco situation with Lefty.
Yeah, because the reason why, they figure it this way. You brought this guy around, he ratted on everybody, now he ratted on you. You might turn around and join him and rat on us, so we get rid of you. There's no connection between there and there, and they get rid of you.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got someone joining me. We're going to talk about Sammy the Bull. So today I got Bobby McNeese. What's up, Bobby?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Moving along. Things are really progressing. Getting this movie together. Hopefully, I can start shooting it. Hopefully, in the next couple days, man.
Are you starring in it or what?
Of course. Of course I am.
Star? What are you going to be?
I can't really talk too much about it, but not on here, but we'll talk
Let me find out you're going to be a busboy or something.
Yeah, of course. I'm going to be, what's that? The bellboy. I'm going to be holding the doors at the hotel in the movie. Buffalo Billy, what's up, man? Shout out to you. Thank you for joining me today. So how have you been, Bobby?
Been very busy, but doing well. Thanks. How about yourself?
I've been really busy, man. I was supposed to go out to Hollywood, LA with my good friend Chad Marks, but things just didn't line up for me. I couldn't go out. But
right.
Next time I will. I got a lot of good things planned, some pretty big shows. I was featured on Ann Bick's podcast, Locked In with Ann Bick.
Oh, good deal.
It's got over 16,000 views.
Wow.
So go check that interview out, Locked In with Ann Bick. Other interviews I've done have one of them has 60,000 views. They accumulate over time.
Right. I don't know what mine have.
Quite a few, probably.
I've never looked.
I know there's quite a bit of people who want you on their roster, right?
Oh yeah, I get asked
quite a bit, right?
I don't do that.
Hey man, everyone wants to be on the winning team, right?
No, absolutely.
So today we're going to talk about.
That's why I'm joining Sammy's team. He's a winner.
So listen, I want to talk about, you had a long time in federal prison. When
true.
You were well respected around a lot of people, and you still are. People out there don't know, but it's not about, I mean, I guess to some people it is, right? About what you did. Some people just can't accept it.
Right. I respect that.
Some of the people from your past life, some of them accept it and some of them not?
True. Yeah. Yeah. And the people that don't, I mean, I respect that. I was like that myself, so I understand.
At one point in your life, right? You were
True.
People who cooperated, you were like, no.
There's no excuse.
Troy, how are you? So what was your first dealings with Sammy? And when did you were locked up when Sammy cooperated, right?
Correct.
So when did you first hear about Sammy, and when John Gotti came through the system, were you anywhere near any of the prisons that he was in? And what did you hear in the prison? What were the rumblings when when Gotti got convicted and then when Sammy flipped? What were the rumblings in the prison?
Not too many rumblings with Gotti because everyone kind of figured it, he'd get arrested and convicted. Sammy, yeah, it was kind of like a surprise, and then it just went on for months and months and months, and you know the press and the news stories on him. But as far as Gotti, he was only in Marion, and then he'd go to get flown to the federal hospitals. He's like Rochester and Springfield.
Yeah, Missouri, right?
Missouri and Minnesota.
That's where he passed away, right? Minnesota,
Yeah.
Missouri.
Was that Springfield?
Yeah, I believe he passed away in Springfield, Missouri.
Yeah, it's never good to die in prison, but yeah.
But there was an open contract on Sammy's head, right?
Well, the people wanted to see him beat up and mutilated and all that, but yeah, I mean, there's people wanting to have.
This is when he first cooperated, because I mean, times have changed quite a bit since then.
Right. This
dude, he's like revered now by certain people. He's trying to change history, and certain people hold this dude up on a pedestal. It's sickening.
Sammy,
it really is. Sammy Soldiers, right? Is that what they call him?
Yeah. See, the thing about Sammy. Okay, so with my cooperation, this broad killed kids, so I cooperated, got her convicted. If people don't like, I don't give a fuck. It is what it is, But I respect if they don't like me and don't want to talk to me, and I'm a rat to them. I understand that. I mean, I just stay away from them.
But they don't. I don't think they understand.
This is the thing. Yeah, but I don't care. But this is the thing. I told the truth. I didn't make up anything. I didn't exaggerate. I mean, I just told the straight up truth, and the truth got her convicted. She fucking mutilated these kids, man. Come on. So, but Sammy, just by speaking with him and being with him, he fabricated a lot of things that probably got some innocent guys convicted, because he's just a piece of shit like that. He's a compulsive liar. It's in his blood. He's tainted. That's just why he's tainted. He can't tell the truth. So he made up things, exaggerated, so on and so forth, to get these guys convicted. Now, sure, maybe some of them deserved it. Maybe some of them were guilty. I don't know. But at least they should have a fair shake. When you got a guy up there and the government knows, come on, man. The government knows Sammy. They know he's manipulative. He's compulsive liar. They know that. But they didn't care. They just wanted the notoriety. Well, we convicted Gotti, or we convicted this guy, or that, So
it was the FBI against the DEA. People don't understand that. The whole FBI and the DEA. I don't know if you checked out that document I sent you, but
I did.
That's a document from the DEA talking about their roadblocks they were getting with the FBI, how they weren't cooperating with each other. They were trying to one-up each other, and that's what ended up happening. Sammy ended up like falling through the cracks. They said they could have convicted Gotti without Sammy. They didn't even need him. They had Gotti on his own words. It was known that he bribed the jury. If he didn't bribe that jury, he was going to prison. Both of them were going.
Right.
So Sammy would have just spent the rest of his life in prison. He couldn't do the time.
Right. No, that's true. Yeah, he couldn't do the time.
So, RV Docs, what's up, man? So, what was your first time you ever seen Sammy? And when you were going to the same prison as him, did you get sent to the prison, or was he already there?
No, I was there when he arrived.
So did you hear he was coming there? And
no, we heard that there was some important person coming, and everybody was taking guesses as who it was. And they locked down the facility while they brought him in, which is unusual.
What year was this?
Oh, don't ask me.
This was the when he got convicted of the drug case, right?
Right after when he was then he was in New York. He came from New York to the joint. So yeah, I don't know when it was, but yeah. So then he came out onto the floor and started shaking and moving.
So when the first time you seen him, were people like crowding him and shit like he's a famous?
I don't know. He came to my cell, so so he came in and we chatted for a few minutes. But people were like, oh yeah, there's people that was like, oh, there's Sammy, and scared to go talk to him, or just bullshit. But yeah.
What aura did you get from him? What vibe did you get from him? Like he was he walking around like cocky, like he's
I mean, I read people pretty well. He's a piece of shit. I mean, through and through. I mean, he's a bad person, I mean, I don't think I've ever said that about anybody. I mean, this is a bad guy, and I don't mean bad as far as a tough guy. I'm saying bad as, he does bad things to good people, intentionally.
Well, he's a manipulator, man. Master manipulator.
Yes, the best.
I have a crazy show. Now, I can't really give away too much about it, but I have a crazy show about Sammy Gravano that I'm going to be dropping some exclusive content and some stuff that you guys will not hear anywhere else. Like, I'm putting it together. You guys will like it. I'm pretty sure.
Come on, give us some information. Leak a little bit.
It has to do with the Gravano crime family. I can tell you that. And it's something that no one has ever heard. I'm putting something together that, like, it's a different take on what everything that he has put people through. It's a different take on it. I'll let you know once we get off here. RV Doc, Sammy would have been killed if he was in the Chicago outfit. Damn right, he would have got killed a long time ago. I'm kind of shocked that he made it as far as he did.
Yeah, it's different times. Nobody wants to get in trouble for something that somebody did a long time ago that wasn't approved, and people are more concerned about that money than retribution or revenge.
I believe that there's still an open contract on his head till the day he dies, right?
I don't know.
It's weird though. I don't know. When the guy who he put in prison, there's other people who he put in prison who are still out there, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, he put 19 other people.
He killed 19 and
killed 19.
He put dozens and dozens and dozens of people in prison.
Yeah, I think it was 26, right?
I mean, probably more than that. He's, and a lot of that stuff is just bullshit.
It says right here. So that paper that I sent you. So what was Sammy doing when he was in there? What was his routine?
Sleep late, and do nothing, and get up for dinner, and then start talking shit till he showered and went back to bed. That was his routine.
Did he play cards? Did he work out?
He played chess a lot. He worked out. He's actually a very good chess player. Yeah, chess is about the only thing he played. Worked out a lot, thought he was Mr. Workout Master, knew everything. There's nothing you could tell him that he didn't know. Working out and everything else. But yeah, it was just, and then he got into the dog program, so he ran around with the dog for 9 months, training it.
Oh, you're able to have the dog the whole time, like?
Yeah, for 9 months.
Why would they give somebody like him privileges like that? I just don't understand. It's just mind-boggling that they would even let him into a program like this. This dude killed 19 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's in the dog walking program. Like, the fuck is that?
The dog training program, yeah.
I mean, there's people with way less crimes than what he did, and they'll never get in no damn dog walking program.
Yeah. No, dog training. And he was training probably to sniff cocaine and shit for the DEA or somebody.
Probably. He's probably still giving them information. He
I'm
probably
sure.
still giving them information. Who knows,
sure.
man?
He's been on the down low lately, though.
Yeah, I heard he's been trying to keep a low profile lately.
Yeah. He came out yesterday or something the other day. I didn't watch it, but I seen an advertisement. Sammy was going to be live at 4 in the afternoon or something.
His wife is really sick right now. I believe she's on her deathbed.
Or her ex-wife, you mean?
Gravano, yeah, his ex-wife. She's on her deathbed. She's like ready to die any day now, I heard.
That's too bad.
It really is terrible. It's terrible, the stuff that he put that woman through.
Yeah. Yeah, Deb seems like a really nice lady.
And she stuck by him through all the bullshit. He killed her brother, didn't he?
That's what they say, yeah. Yeah, he's... Yeah, I don't know. You know.
Rest in peace to Alan Kaiser. A lot of people don't talk enough about that.
Right.
Joe Cerna, how are you, man? So when after you meet Sammy, is there any situations that you could tell me about Sammy in prison?
Situations like what?
Anything.
No, I mean, what may be exciting for you to hear, probably kind of boring. I don't really even know, to be honest. I mean, he's a cocksucker. He's a piece of shit.
Who are some? Was there any other famous people locked up in there with him?
No.
He was pretty much the most infamous prisoner in there.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he was. But after 2 months, everyone discovers, that he's an asshole. He's a dirtbag. He's out for himself. He'll run behind your back and tell the counselor, whisper in the counselor's ear. And
next thing you know, this guy's getting transferred off, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's one of them sneaky.
Hey, this fucker won't give me his fucking breakfast cake.
Right.
Next thing you know, fucking Joe's getting transferred to Atlanta.
Yeah, he's sneaky. I mean, yeah, he's sneaky.
Steve, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, you said that he would drop a slip on people, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, quick. And after all the smoke cleared, he'd be over there in the corner giggling and shit. Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
How long did it take him to have those two kids start bringing him into drugs?
Oh, the twins. The twins, out of Chicago. They was like relatives of El Chapo, or they told on El Chapo.
Oh, them two twins, the Flores twins, right?
Yeah. Yep, Peter and Jay.
Are they out? Are they out now?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was the Flores twins that were bringing in.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah. Now, those are two good kids. Real good. I mean, real polite. I mean, the politest people I've met, probably. They're real polite, real nice kids.
Somebody I know spoke with one of them. I forgot. From Wrong to Strong. JC from Wrong to Strong, I believe. He used to.
They did a podcast with.
Did they?
Yeah, it was out with 50 Cent. 50 Cent produced it.
I didn't know that shit. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah. It's like a 10-part series or something. I didn't watch it, but I seen the thing, the advertisements.
Yeah, the Flores twins. Yeah. Shout out to 50 Cent. If you're watching this, man, I need some endorsements. I need
He's
all
a
of that.
he's a badass producer, director, whatever he did for that. I mean, just the advertisement, pulls you to him.
Yeah, he definitely knows how to market things, and
Yeah.
yeah, he's a good person to go with if you have a good story and you want it told the right way.
Yeah, I didn't know he did that kind of stuff, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
I do that type of stuff, and hopefully with the films
You
that
do, but you
I'm
give it
gonna
away
be,
free.
yeah, man, but I need to be I need to get this work done so I can start getting the experience under my belt and be
Yeah,
with the big dogs. People don't
yeah.
understand like that. Just a few months ago, I was with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon on a movie set, and I'm just getting started. You guys are gonna see me on TV, like, and it'll be there forever. Like,
Holy.
it's a legacy I'm gonna set for my for
Are we ready for
myself.
this?
What's that?
Are we ready for that? This legacy?
Yeah, man. I don't know if people out there are ready for it. The story I got is amazing. The
Shit, I don't
story
think
that
I'm ready for it.
it's really good, man.
Well, I look forward to hearing it. Have you told it before?
One of the kill no. This one of the twins killed the big boss of the Latin Kings. I gotta look into their story a little more.
Oh,
Was the Gotti versus Mayweather fight rigged? I believe it was. What do you think? I think the referee was definitely rigged. Come on, Mayweather brung the referee with him. He goes to every fight. That was Mayweather's referee. He's paid by Mayweather. You tell me if the fight was rigged.
hey, the twins is called Surviving El Chapo. The
That's
twins
right.
have brought down a drug lord. Yeah.
Shout out to Charlie Wagner. I've had him on the show. He's good friends with them.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm good friends with them too.
Well, shout out to the twins, man. If they ever want to come on my show, hey, you're always welcome. There's a seat for you right up here. I like his story. 50, I like him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Staxx been here since the start, bro. Damn right, man. And I ain't going nowhere. I'm just getting started with this. I cannot wait to show you guys what I've been putting together. I can't wait to film it all and for it to be like a complete thing,
Yeah, that would be cool.
Takes a lot of work, man.
Get a lot of content out. I noticed that.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Too much. I need to stop. Every day. I'm putting a video every day, man. Everett, how are you?
Yeah.
I do. I put out a video every day. I think I need to step up the game in the quality. Everett, how you doing, man? Things are great over here. So when did he get caught when they were bringing in the drugs for him?
Who's that?
When
Sammy?
yeah.
No, he didn't get caught. It wasn't so much as bringing in drugs. It was like the cigarette, tobacco at first, but these kids were mesmerized by him, oh, that's just Sammy. And they wanted to hang out and be by him and shit. And Sammy just manipulated and used them, had them send them, large sums of money, and they were doing it out of their kindness of their heart. But, Sammy had that evil shit, on
Sammy's
his mind.
just the evil person, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's, it's just.
Were you there? Were you there when he left, or did you leave first?
I left first.
And you're like, I can't wait to get away from this.
Oh, I couldn't wait to get away from him. Yeah. Yeah, he made me. throw up
Was
in
he-
my mouth. That's how.
Was he trying to like follow you out the door? Like, hey, take this message. Go give this guy
Oh,
this
he-
message. Shit like that.
Yeah, real asshole. You know, yeah, he is an asshole. Yeah, I don't really care for him at all now that I think about it. You know, he did a lot of sleazy moves, you know, and then he lies on his podcast all the time. You know, like, you know, he's lied saying some shit about, you know, things that I did and he takes credit for, which is, you know, I don't care about that so much. But like his tattoos, you know, a friend of mine did his tattoos, every fucking single one of them. He had a couple on him, I guess, but I mean, the FBI or marshals or whoever paid to have his other tattoos on his arms and stuff lasered off. So,
What?
yeah,
What?
they removed his tattoos.
So he got his tattoos lasered off, and then he got more over him.
Yeah, after they got lasered off for that first case, and then when he went back, you know, for the drugs, then he got from his like here down, I mean, everywhere.
How was that allowed to be happening too? Like how?
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care about that.
So
You
he
know?
was just doing whatever he
Now,
wanted because of the celebrity status, right?
Right. Well, I'll tell you this: if it was me and I came out of my cell with a full sleeve, I'm going to jail. They're gonna put me in the hole. No questions asked.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
they didn't
you're
even
going
bat
to
an eye
jail
with
in
him.
the jail, man.
Yeah, they didn't bat an eye at him. You know.
They were probably like, nice work, Sammy. The twins are from here in Chicago.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's where Charlie Wagner's from. Charlie Wagner's a really good actor. If you guys look him up, you'll know who he is. Shout out to Charlie Wagner. He's on Chicago Fire. He's been on all of that stuff. First case, there's no tattoos in the mob. He didn't have any, right? Or no, he did have one on his arm.
Yeah, he had a couple bullshit ones. Like, you know, they were done like when they were 16 or something, you know. They weren't professional.
He was in the Rampers first, right? Did he tell you any stories about his past?
No, he didn't. You know, he just, you know, he'd always talk about the victims' relatives, you know, the ones that would voice their opinion, you know. He'd always just dog them out. He's a real piece of shit. But no, so like the tattoos, you know, my friend asked him, you know, what do you want? And he said, oh, I don't know. You just create something, you know, just whatever you want. So, and I'm serious. That's what he said. And so, dude, he was a AB leader, you know, so he, you know, of course he's got that, you know, the Viking mentality. So he's, you know, he puts these women on there with the Vikings and big petals and, you know, of leaves and, you know, just all, you know, if you look at them and people that have been in the joint know, when you look at them, you know, they're all, you know, white supremacy tattoos, you know, it's
Odin
like,
and shit,
right,
like with the woman holding the woman back.
Right.
Like I remember people used to have those all over their back and shit.
I think that's what he's got on his back.
Odin, right? Yeah.
I think that's what it is. But yeah, I mean, head to toe, but like, you know, he tells a story on his podcast where he says, yeah, I had this done. And they told me that anybody, if I showed anybody in any prison this, that I automatically am respected and no one can do anything and blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, man, come on, so much bullshit. This guy that, you know, the guy that did the tattoos cooperated. They green lighted him. What do you think they're going to do to Sammy?
Yeah.
Shit, they do him just for free. Yeah, he's.
Of course.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. He bullshits about, like, you know, simple shit like tattoos, you know. They're all his creation, all his ideas. I mean, he didn't come up with one idea. You know?
Yeah, just like the paintings, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just like he can't draw a straight line or paint a straight line. Hell, for all I know, he's probably colorblind.
Yeah,
But
you put up a challenge for you put up a challenge.
$25,000 challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't put that up. But I would. I will. I'll put it up for him. I want him to paint Al Capone. Do a charcoal of Al Capone.
Didn't you say he could do a charcoal of Charlie Brown or some shit?
He looks like Charlie Brown.
Yeah, this is one of them right here, right?
Yeah. Oh, right here, made me an honorary member.
Corn-fed in one eye, the heads of the Aryan nation made
Yeah,
me an honorary
yeah.
member and allowed me to have a tattoo of Odin.
Yeah.
That's a fucking lie, Sammy. They
Yeah.
can't do that. And
Hey, so corn-fed.
no.
Hey, corn-fed is the one that did the tattoos on him, right? See all both his arms,
Yeah,
neck, everything. He's crazy. So corn-fed did it, and he did it. You know, Sammy would give him like 10 boxes of tuna or something like that. You know, just pay him a little bit, but he did thousands of dollars worth of work, and Sammy gave him like $200 or something.
He's still in prison?
Oh yeah, he'll never get out. He's now.
What's his story?
He's a tough guy.
What's his story?
Well, I'll just tell one of them. Because he's got many, but this is just one of them. He was going on trial for killing a guard in California. So to take him from the prison to the courthouse, they'd shut down the Golden Gate Bridge for real. And they shut down all traffic when they escorted him. And they escorted him with a SORT team, a special operations response team, and there'd be 12 people escorting. He wore a voltage belt where they just push a button. One of the guards has a button and it knocks you down. Mm-hmm. So he's in the courtroom and he tells the judge, "I want a new lawyer. I don't want this lawyer no more." Real calm and politely. And the judge said, "Well, what's the reason?" So he goes, "I just want a new lawyer." He goes, "Well, that's not good enough reasons. We'll start court tomorrow morning." So he goes, "Your Honor, if I come in here tomorrow morning and this is my lawyer, I'm going to kill him." Tells the judge this. And he says, "Oh, well, he's your lawyer." And so anyway, they go back to the prison. They put him in the hole, right? And so they got him extra early the next day, stripped him, metal detector, all that. Gave him a paper uniform, put the belt on him, and escorted him. And 4 guards, right, stayed in the courtroom. So, you're not supposed to be able to do that, but they got special permission from him. So the trial's starting, and his lawyers, the defense starts talking, then they sit down. So his lawyer stands up and starts to talk. And next thing you know, he jumps up and stabs dude right in the chest.
Wait, what? Where did he get to?
He had a fucking 6-inch plexiglass knife shoved up his ass.
What? And he did it inside the courtroom?
Right inside the courtroom. That's how, I mean, he is a tough motherfucker. There's no matter what, people hate him, whatever. One thing they can't say is he's a tough motherfucker. I mean, I ain't never met someone he's a tough. One punch, knock you out. Just a big dude. But he got in trouble for this lawyer that got killed in San Francisco mauled by a dog.
I remember that.
Whipple.
Them 2 big dogs, right?
Whipple was one of the names. That was his. Those were his dogs.
I remember that.
Yeah. Those were his.
Did he have the dogs kill the lady?
No, it was an accident. But they tried his lawyers because the lawyers were taking care of him. So he tried the lawyers, and the ones got life in prison. She had a smaller sentence, appealed it, won it, got out, and the governor state appealed and blah, and so on and so forth. But they convicted her and gave her a bigger sentence. But anyway, so he, listen, Corn-fed ain't told him nothing about, here's Odin, and bless you with the AB and all. You know what I mean?
It was Bane, right? Bane was
Bane,
the name of the dog. Yep, I remember, yep. Latin Butterfly, how are you? Thank you for joining me tonight. So we got Bobby telling us some stories about Sammy the Bull and what it was like to be locked up with him. If you guys don't know, the reason why Bobby was in the same prison as Sammy the Bull is because this woman ended up killing some kids, 3 kids, 2 adults. She buried the bodies. No one knew where they were. She ended up telling Bobby where they were. They were locked up in the same jail as each other, and the woman trusted him enough to tell him where the bodies were, and he gave it to the lawyer, and that's what made you wind up in the same prison with Sammy, right?
Correct.
Now, do you think that other people in the prison, was it hard for you to make that decision? Because I know you, look at this pictures in back of me. See the pictures on the outside? You're with some major people in the life, like, and
Yeah.
like these people are the people from the commission trial, and some people that other people just never would have the chance to be around.
True.
So did you find it hard to?
Yeah, it was difficult, but I believe it was the right decision. And I still am, talk to a couple of them. I'm still, people, some people respect it, some people don't. Like I said, I mean, it is what it is. I cooperated and whatever. They can call me piece of shit, whatever. I'll take it.
If you didn't cooperate, you were going to be in prison for the rest of your life.
Right. Correct. Yeah, I got life.
I'm sure you would have found a way out. You're resilient, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure you would have found a way out. You're pretty damn resilient. So what's it been like since you've been out?
Oh, it's been good. I'm just working hard and trying to, make ends meet. I got to catch up. Missed 27 years is a long time.
Is it everything you thought it would be when you were in there?
It is. I mean, I'm glad I'm out. It's, I mean, yeah.
Did you think it would be different? I thought it would be different when I was in there planning things. I thought that with the coming out, I thought it would be a certain way, and all this shit was nothing like I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I was fortunate that when I got out, I had a vehicle, had a place to live. I had a few dollars to make it ends meet. So, and that was a blessing, that's a big step for a lot of people getting out. Taking that worry away from you is a big thing, But I tend to I like to be alone a lot, and I never was like that. I was always rambunctious, outgoing, and but I like to just I don't like a lot of people around me.
So, they kind of threw you out into the world, right?
Yeah, I remember I walked into a store when I got back, and I just kind of freaked out, and just seemed like everybody was walking right towards me and stuff. So it was just weird. So it took me a few weeks to get acclimated, but all in all, it's good. I mean, the probation officer, that was bullshit. I was on 5-year supervised release, and which thankfully I'm off now, but I had a real gung-ho probation officer, and I mean, they've been to the house with machine guns and bulletproof vests, to come and see me. It's just insane.
They're all walking around holding on to their shit, acting like they're all get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, letting the neighbors see all this, who's that bad person next door and so. Oh. But they just dumb shit like that. Went through a lot of just dumb shit. But now I laugh about it, like how stupid these people are. But that was funny.
People are nuts, man. Like, it really is. People.
Yeah, they talk crazy to people. I mean, I don't go out. I don't go to bars or nightclubs or nothing like. I don't go anywhere where people are drinking and start running their mouths and getting stupid.
It's a recipe for disaster, man.
It's at 27 years, it's inbred in you. You can't let someone talk shit. So it's just it's a disaster waiting to happen.
And going out, anything can happen anytime.
Yeah.
I'm always ready. I don't give a shit, man. Listen, I'm not beneath slapping somebody in the mouth. I'm not.
I'm not gonna slap nobody. I'm not gonna slap nobody. If somebody slaps me, they're in big trouble.
I mean, hey,
so I don't want that trouble.
Some people out there need to get slapped.
I know. I don't want no trouble, man.
I don't either, man. I'm not. I'm way. That life is twice removed from me. All
Me
that
too.
tough guy shit.
Yeah,
They can
exactly.
have that, man.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do positive things. I want to
exactly. Me
build the
too.
foundation and future.
Yeah, I
Try
mean,
to
it's that's my way of thinking. Is I'm better off by myself and just chilling and working hard and just doing my thing and I'm doing well. I don't look. I definitely don't look for trouble, and so I avoid spots that could get me in trouble.
Did you think when you were younger, did you think you would do that much time in prison?
No, not at all. Not at all.
You did a lot of years, right? How
Yeah,
many years?
27 years straight.
27.
A long
Holy
time.
shit, man. So how old were you when you first went? 20 something, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 21 or something, 20.
So you missed the prime of your life.
Yep. Yeah, I know I did. Yep, I fucked up and got caught.
Hey man, it doesn't mean that it's over. You can
No, and it's not. I mean,
you know,
I'm doing pretty good. Working, just working a lot. And just doing my thing. And talking with you on this podcast. It's like recreation.
I'm gonna come out there to Iowa. We're gonna do an in-person interview. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we
come
should.
out there. I've been out there before, and I definitely want to check it out again.
Yeah,
Mississippi River and all that. How far are you from that?
I'm about an hour. About an hour and 20 minutes. Something. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I'll definitely be coming out there again. I got to see some people in Chicago, and it's not too far from Chicago.
Oh, maybe you can
right?
see the Twins while you're there.
Yeah, shout out to Stevie Bullets. I would, man. I'd go out there and interview him in person.
Yeah, I don't think they're in Chicago.
Erica, how are you? How are you, Santa Maria? I appreciate you taking the time.
What do people are writing you right now?
Yeah, there's comments.
Huh.
If you look on your right, can you see a thing on your right that says comments?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you click on that, you won't be able to see the screen, but you'll be able to see the comments that people put.
Oh, okay.
Everything's great. We're just talking about Bobby's time with Sammy the Bull. He was locked up in the same prison as him. How much time did you spend in that prison with him?
Oh, a couple years.
I remember when they would bring in famous people, they would lock the whole jail down and shit. Or the prison, they would lock the prison down. No movement. Stick you in like come to Cedar Rapids. That's right near where I would go.
Who says that?
Everett.
Everett Sanchez from Cedar Rapids.
Make sure you tell your dad and everybody I said hello. And hopefully I'm gonna start filming my movie in the next couple of days. I have a couple scenes I gotta go do up in Boston, and hopefully I'll be able to get it done.
That writing's too small for me. I can't see what it says.
Everett Sanchez says, "Come to Cedar Rapids, Staxx. That's right near where I would go."
I'm in Cedar Rapids.
You are, right?
Yeah, I am in Cedar Rapids. I am Cedar Rapids.
Yeah. the consigliere of Cedar Rapids. Right?
No, the ditch digger of Cedar Rapids.
The tree cutter of Cedar Rapids.
Yeah.
Are you still doing the trees?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm doing trees, and now I got into a little home remodeling, which is working out pretty well for me.
I used to do that for years and years, man. Home
Oh,
remodeling. Yeah, I've done remodeled bathrooms, kitchens, all kinds of shit. We cut the roof. Like, we cut all the rafters off this house, pulled the rafters off, build the floor, and then put rafters on top of that.
Oh wow, build second story, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right on an existing building with the people living in it.
Yeah, I don't do anything that exotic.
Yeah, it was a little much.
I'll change a faucet, something like that.
There's been times, man, where I've been working out in like Monroe, Connecticut,
Mm-hmm.
on like a $1 million home with scaffolding, and the ground's all uneven and shit, and there's like a barrel with the fucking one leg on the barrel with stacked up blocks on one end. It's like so sketchy shit, but I'd still do it.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I mean, like I said, you know, it's peaceful work. You know, people don't bother you.
Everett says, "How's it going, Bobby? I really enjoy your stories."
Oh, thank you.
Give us a story, Bobby.
Well, I don't know, Bobby.
Tell us a story about the day that you decided to go rob the bank. What did you do before you went to the bank? Did you go get a gun? Did you have a plan? Like, what was the deal?
No, I didn't have. Well, I did have a plan. I did.
Can you walk us through it?
Yeah, well, previously I was with some bank robbers that were pretty good. I mean, real good bank robbers.
And were they like gassing you up? Were they telling you how to do it?
Yeah, they were, you know, like the one guy, you know, rest in peace, but he told me exactly how to do it, and I did do it the way that he told me to do it. I only veered off just a little bit, but yeah, I walked in. I had a Spider-Man mask up on my top of my head, and then a ski cap on, and it was wintertime, and then a long trench coat and some shoes, size 13 penny loafers. And I only wore 8.5 at the time.
Yeah.
So I go into the bank, and as soon as I start opening the door, I put the mask down, run in, start yelling at the top of my lungs, and jump the counter, and handed pillowcases to the two cashiers.
Like, you don't have a gun out or anything,
No,
do you?
no.
You don't even have a gun.
No. I pled to with unarmed bank robbery. They said I had a gun. The guy on the ladder that fell off the ladder said I had a machine gun.
So what? How did he fall off the ladder? What?
Because when I jumped the counter, I guess he was scared. I guess from fear he fell off the ladder.
Was he working?
He was changing a light bulb or fluorescent bulb.
What are the chances of him changing the light bulb while you run in there to rob the bank?
Yeah, it's crazy. So I said, "Give me the money," you know, screaming at him, and they're putting in the money. And then I grabbed the two pillowcases, jump the counter again, and run out. And I step into a snowbank and take off the penny loafers, leave them stuck in the snow. Then I run down the street, down an alley, and I had a truck waiting on me.
Did you lift your mask off yet, or did you leave the mask on?
I took the mask off when I got into the alley, and I
Did
held
you
on
throw
to
it.
No, I held on to it.
Yeah.
And then when we drove off, and I went over the bridge where the water is, and I threw it. And they found the fucking mask and had my hair samples. You know, they took hair samples and it matched the mask.
They found it floating in the water.
Yeah, they found it.
And the shoes, right?
Yeah, the shoes. You know, that was the thing. That was my throw them off. The next morning in the Cedar Rapids Gazette, on the front page was a picture of these penny loafers in the snowbank, stuck in a snowbank, and it says, "Bank robber runs off, leaves shoes behind."
Where'd you get the penny loafers from?
Oh, I don't recall.
I'm surprised they didn't try to like trace them back. Like, has anyone seen these damn penny loafers?
I know. That's what I was worried about. You know, it's too late now.
Mandy, how are you? Good evening. Charles Phelps, how are you? Phillips. Wow, that's luck. So you get away, right? So when you run away, do you jump into a car?
Yeah.
And drive off? Where's the first place you go? And
I went to a friend of mine across town and counted the money.
What do? You walk in there and you say what to him?
No, I don't say anything. I say I'm going to use the back room. And I went into the back and locked the door and counted the money.
So you're in there just counting money from a bank robbery. Your friends are outside in the living room.
Right.
And you're just like...
Right.
How much did you come off with?
20 grand.
To you, that's a lot of money, right? How old are you at this time?
Back then, it's a lot of money, yeah.
How old were you at this time?
I think 20.
So you're 20 with 20 grand. What's your first thing you're gonna do?
Oh,
And do
I
you
call
tell the
somebody.
kid? Do you tell the kid that you did this?
No, I didn't tell nobody. No, I called another guy up to pick me up, and he drove me to Chicago.
And you told him
No, I didn't tell him anything.
on the way. You didn't say anything
No.
about what you did
No.
because
No.
you're like, these dudes. Someone's gonna tell, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
I had already been schooled.
did you hear that the police are looking for you through any other people?
Not for like 4 or 5 days.
Oh, so
No.
you had like a block of time where it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And
went and
then-
got a hotel in Chicago and hid out there.
How did they find out it was you?
Hair samples, I guess. I mean, they went to my house. Anytime a bank robbery happened, they go to my house anyway.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, you're hanging out with these people, so
Yeah. Yeah.
less
Yeah,
savory
they got
characters.
indicted and they got indicted for the largest cash U.S. robbery in history, and they were found not guilty.
What?
Yeah,
And they
Yeah.
got away with the money?
yeah, yeah. Yep.
That reminds me of I'm sure you heard of this dude, the MMA fighter who got arrested for bank robbery in London. He's in prison in Morocco right now.
Wow.
Shout out to him. My good friend Jason Reinhardt is really good friends with him. He went
Oh, yeah,
all the way to
Jason.
Morocco.
How's Jason
And,
doing?
He's doing great. Shout out to Jason. He hit me up yesterday.
Okay.
We're gonna be doing a show soon.
Yeah, I like Jason. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a great dude.
Well, what else would you like to talk about there, Mr. Staxx?
Lee Murray. His name is Lee Murray. Lee Murray was convicted criminal and MMA fighter who was one of the key figures in the Securus Deposit Bank heist that took place in Kent, England in 2006. Many believe that Lee Murray is the mastermind of the infamous heist.
Wow.
He is in prison and he's due to be released in 2035.
Holy smokes.
But he's in Morocco.
Oh, so
He's in prison in Morocco.
So he's probably living pretty good then.
I don't know, man. Morocco is a pretty prison's not like, it's just like a clay room.
It's not
They
like
put you in
Belgium
there.
where
No,
where you live in like a little apartment.
No, you're there. It's a Muslim country. They have just mats on the floor. That's it.
Wow.
And the only thing I forgot what he told me all they ate was. Let me reach out to Jay and see what's up. They have a petition everyone's signing to try to get Lee Murray out of prison.
Yeah, well, Morocco sounds like they could be bought just by their name.
Let me see if he wants to come on here.
He's probably in bed.
Nah, not Jay. Hit that like button, people. Damn it, Mandy. Thank you. I appreciate you telling people to hit that like button. I cannot wait to show you guys this stuff. So tell me some more stories about these guys, man. The dude on the right, the one on the bottom is the other guy, right? One of them is the painter and the other one is a tattoo guy or something.
No, they're both. Cornfed does painting and tattooing. He's
Which one's Cornfed and which
the bottom guy?
Yeah, he seems like a quiet guy. Cornfed's the one that the dogs were right?
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Who's the other guy?
Just a AB guy. He wasn't the leader.
He said corn-fed in one eye.
Yeah.
The heads of the Aryan nation made me an honorary member and allowed me to have tattoo of Odin. You know what that means, right?
It means that he's full of shit. They weren't even
property. It means he's the property of the AB, man.
Yeah, he's
That's
not
what
even,
it means.
that's an Aryan nation, right? AN. They, yeah, that's AN. Cornfed was the head of the Aryan Brotherhood.
It's crazy. Morocco is a strict place and probably chop hands off there. Yeah, they do.
Holy
They
shit,
chop
that's
your hand off. If you get caught stealing in Morocco,
man.
your hand's gone.
Wonder
They
what they do
stone
to
you
you.
to death. All kinds of things.
Wonder what they do to you in prison if they get caught stealing something.
Let's talk about that. Have you ever seen someone get caught stealing in prison, and what are some of the punishments you've seen people receive?
Not I can't really recall anything. There was a gang that was doing it, which was terrible, but not really. No,
What, there was a gang hurting people?
no, it's just stealing.
Oh man, I've been in a couple different jails and prisons where late at night the lights shut off, people start going to sleep, and if you're up, you could see people creeping around the ground, going in people's lockers and shit while they're sleeping. Man, I'm like, well, what the fuck? Now these people, they tie up like strings on their locker and they put them in certain knots and shit so people can't get it open.
Right.
Or they'll make noise and then they'll wake up and fight them or whatever happens.
Yeah.
But it's so funny to see.
Yeah, I never seen that stuff. I never seen that. I was just talking about, they just go in and take your shit,
No, I've seen that too, them deboning people.
Yeah, see, in the feds, normally that never happens, but the dirty white boys, they when they started, which unfortunately, I mean, that's how long I was in, I guess. I was, I knew the founding members, which were some really cool dudes. This guy Emery Brown, Brother Brown, was a real good guy, but and if he's seen it today, he'd throw up. It's just they changed. At first when they first started, it was like a friend fellowship thing or whatever, but just a group of long-haired hippies that talk shit and smoke weed in the prison.
They were protecting each other, right? Basically.
Yeah, they were great. I mean, they were a great group of guys. Everyone has their own. There's the Aryan Brotherhood, Dirty White Boys, the Farrakhan's people. Latin King, all these different groups, but in prison, they don't. In the feds at least, it's more out of it's more respect each other, and so the Dirty White Boys were they were respected. Everyone respected them. They had a good name, but then over the years they started like recruiting people. Like they make 25 white guys in one day at a prison. I mean, just dumb shit like that, and to make their ranks bigger, and it got to the point where right before I left, there was 5 or 6 of them run into a white guy's cell, snatch all of his commissary and shit, just rough ride on these white dudes.
Oh, so they're extorting their own people and shit.
Yeah, it was I hate to see it go down like that. That was bad, but and eventually now I've heard through the grapevine that other people have came forward and said, hey, I mean, a lot of the DWB got a real bad name right now because of that bullshit,
Yeah, well, I know quite a few of them. I interviewed quite a bit of them on my channel.
Yeah.
When people are on, what do they call it? What kind of yard do they call it where Sammy was?
What do you mean?
Is it named certain things? Is it like a witness protection yard, or is it
no, just protective custody?
So, because the gangs still have power in there, right? The people who are in protective custody, do they still like roll with the gangs and shit?
No,
they're like their own gangs.
No. I mean, when you're there, everyone, there's nobody. See, because you got guys like Sammy that'll run to the counselor. Hey, this guy says he's still in AB, and they'll ship the guy out immediately, So
they're on top of that shit. It's not like
right.
Because the places I've been to, man, I've never been to like a PC yard or anything like that. But
Right.
the places I've been to, they the cops don't see shit. Like they beat the shit out of people. And people don't intervene. They don't intervene. They make people like once new people hit the yard, they'll make them do shit to other people. Do they make them do shit on that type of yard there too?
What, the guards?
No, like the inmates make other inmates do shit to other people.
Oh yeah, no, not there. No, not there. You mean send out crash dummies?
Yeah, have you seen other people get sent to this prison to try to hit anybody in there?
No, I haven't.
Because that's pretty intricate to try to get all the way into that prison to do something to someone, right?
Yeah, it'd be almost impossible.
I mean, people try still.
I mean, you got to take a polygraph and all that stuff. So
do you?
Yeah.
What was the process? Can you tell us the process of how they brung you into this place? Because they have to protect you, right? They thought that woman was going to try to kill you.
Right. What they did was they said that there's credible, we believe that she has the influence to have you harmed while incarcerated. Therefore, we're going to submit your name to put in protective custody. And I said, that's fine. So that was the process. I agreed to it. They had some guy come with a polygraph, gave me a polygraph. And a couple days later.
What are some of the things they asked you on the polygraph?
Funny, they don't ask you anything about anything that, it's a walk. It's a cakewalk. They don't ask you anything that they think you might not say, Like they don't ask, are you telling the truth? They don't ask that, because they don't want the answer.
So they kind of slip in a slick way. They do it a slick way, right?
Yeah. I mean, all it takes to get into PC is the U.S. attorney for your district to call them up in Washington and say, hey, I got a guy that, I need him to cooperate, but I need to assure him that he'll be protected.
But I've heard that there's so many people that are cooperating that they're starting to get bad people that are cooperating too. So it's starting to mix and people are getting hurt, like in the feds too. Certain places, like in California, they're turning like regular yards. They're integrating PC yards with general population. That's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, they haven't done that in the Fed. I mean, the feds are a little bit different than the state, I think, because I hear so many stories from different states and so on. So, I mean, like child molesters. Listen, I don't know one child molester that ever walked the federal yard in the federal penitentiary and lived. I don't know one.
You don't know anyone that was caught out because I'm sure they were there on the low, right?
Right. No, I do know some people that were caught and they were butchered right on the yard, So, so I mean, there was no PC for, they didn't get to walk the yard under any circumstances.
Like that guy that killed his 3 kids. You seen that in Ohio?
Yes.
What do you think his time in prison is going to be like?
In the feds, they'd ship him to a joint and they'd run him up top. So he'd be in PC the whole time.
So he wouldn't even be able to be around people.
No.
I think that's how it is now, but I think they're probably just yelling at him all night. And all that
now they've made in the feds, they have entire prisons. Every single person in there is in there for a sex crime.
Like the whole prison is just for them.
The entire facility. Yep. Every single one of them.
Do you know which ones are them now?
Well, you can find them on the BOP website. Will tell you which ones they are.
Yeah, I heard that Connecticut had one that was just for them.
So, I mean, that's where they put a lot of people, if they don't want them to go into protective custody, as strict as like what I was in, they'll put them in a yard like that, a child molester yard.
So how strict was the yard that you were in?
Strict meaning,
like, could you make phone calls? Could you call your people? Could you have visits? Did you have to, like, were there different protocols you had to go through? Did you get the same kind of food as all the other prisoners?
Yeah, everything was the same. Everything was the same. You were just separated.
So basically, there was no extra treatment. There was no extra.
No, it kind of sucked because you were in a confined area, you know. And like in Atlanta, you know, they got 4,000 people walking the compound. You know,
you do whatever. You're out getting tattoos and all this, but I'm like surprised.
It's like a small city, you know.
That being that closely monitored when Sammy was there and all that he wasn't like monitored closer to be able to get tattoos. And doesn't that make them look bad though?
They don't care, but you know, they got their witness. That's, you know, he was the, you know, that witness protection program, you know, he was their star child. So, you know, they don't want to, you know, hurt that. So in the prison, they just turn a blind eye. Like, come on, they are stupid if they haven't noticed his tattoos, you know, tire sleeves, you know.
Oh yeah, Odin and all this other shit.
Yeah,
come on, man.
He just, you know, but
he's a changed man. He's a changed man.
Yeah, he's changed, all right. He's changed, all right.
Here's what the cells look like in where I was in Cheshire. They look like this. This is exactly what they look like, but they have two beds right here.
Yeah, that's how the feds are. Same thing.
But you could have a TV in these ones.
Oh yeah, no feds. You can't have nothing.
But
no fans, TVs, none of that.
I was 14 years old in this fucking cell, man.
Yeah.
That I don't know. Like, I think I probably deserved it back then. Like I was being an asshole and stealing cars and doing stupid shit, hanging around with a lot of the bad people that I shouldn't have been around. But I just think it's not right the way they treat some of the kids that are locked up. They lock you in a cell. They don't give you any structure. You can do basically anything you want. They let other kids in there. It's crazy, man. Brutal. Especially like when I was out, I was hanging out with the street kids and doing street shit, you know? But other kids, like I've seen other kids come in, like say from a more rural town in Connecticut or even from my same town, but they weren't like me. They got fucking torn up, man. They got picked on and brutalized. And
so a guy like me from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, I wouldn't stand a chance in that facility.
Well, I mean, it depends if you were. Well, this is for kids.
I know.
This place is only for kids.
I'm saying if I was a kid and I was there.
Well, you wouldn't stand a chance. You came from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. No, not at all.
This country bumpkin.
They'd be like, man, yeah. There was one kid there. They called him Viking. He was huge, man. He was like 8 feet tall. Kid was like 14 years old. He was one of the only other white dudes in the block. Shout out to Viking, man. If you're still alive and around, man, shout out to you.
Let's hope he's alive.
I believe he was from Torrington. A lot of the people that I've dealt with in the past are not around anymore. Yeah. You got a call-in line? Nah, I don't got a call-in line, but I could drop the link and you guys could
Who wants to call and talk to you?
Tim McVeigh? I don't know. Who wants to call and talk?
Tim McVeigh? That ain't Timothy the Bomber McVeigh, is it?
I don't know.
Wasn't he executed several years ago?
Yeah, a long time ago. What's his name? Just passed away recently, the Unabomber.
Yeah, I heard that.
If anybody would like to join us, you can click the link and chop it up with us for a few minutes. And make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. And if you want to, please donate to the channel. I can use the extra help. You can donate through Cash App Bill Staxx 2021, or you can donate through Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, all that good shit. Super stickers, super chats, all of the above.
You got all these different handles, don't you?
Yeah, man.
If everyone sent $1, you'd be rich.
Hey man, that's what I need. Everyone, please send $1.
Send $1. See how many dollars you can get.
Everyone that sees this video, please send $1. It'll go towards a good cause. I promise you. We
We should
need
start a
toilet paper.
challenge like
We
you
need
versus
toilet paper in the cell, man. We need toilet paper in here.
and we should do a challenge between you and Chad. See who can get the most dollar bills in like a week period.
Come on, man. You know this dude's got like 500 people watching on his lives. Who you think?
I never seen him. I don't know.
Shout out to Chad Marks, man. Go watch his channel,
podcast?
Blood on the Razor Wire. He's got 140,000 subscribers, man.
Oh wow.
I got like 6,000.
Oh, I'm done with you, man. I'm calling Chad.
Yeah. Peace. Nah, man, I'll get there eventually. You know, I got big things on the horizon. I'm not worried about YouTube is not the end all be all. And YouTube doesn't make me or break me. Trust me. I make YouTube. YouTube don't make me. And I got some major things on the horizon.
I want to know what they are. Not.
You're gonna know once I press end broadcast. I'll let you know real quick.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna have to sign this NDA though. I'm sending it to you right now. All right.
I signed my name SG.
Yeah. So now we got someone on here. What's up? Good, man?
Hey,
how you doing?
Staxx, what up, bro?
Chilling. How you doing, man?
Hanging out, man. Listen, I watch your show. I'm usually the one to put the 2 lightning bolts next to it.
Yeah.
But I was listening. You went to prison at 14, huh?
13.
Yo, dude, that's wrong, bro. And I tell you, I've been in the criminal justice system on the other end, but I'll just tell you this much. I got in trouble when I was 18. Some serious shit, okay?
Yeah.
And I was given a second chance. And a real serious chance. Literally the case was sealed and no felony conviction. And I heard your story, like, man, 13 years old and you're not given a second chance. They didn't even give you a second chance.
They told me to. So the first time I got caught with a stolen car, they said to my parents,
"A stolen car? That's it?"
Well, so it escalated very quickly, man.
Okay.
I got arrested for a stolen car. They said take him up to the grandmother's house.
Yeah.
Maybe you could get him away from this shit. So they brought me to my grandmother's house up in it was New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Up in New Hampshire, Bethlehem, New Hampshire. I stayed there for like 3 months. They brought me back. I went right back to it, stealing cars.
Yeah.
I get arrested for a home invasion.
Well,
my mother gets me out on bond.
That's where you did yourself, man.
Yeah, I know. I get out on bond. I steal a car. First day out on bond. I go out, steal a car. Big thing happens. I get caught again. And it was just constantly getting in trouble. I was like, I'll go to the military. They were like, no, you need prison.
That's a shame because you're not a dumb guy, you know. And if I think I've been watching you a while, and I really think if you had the right guidance and someone around you, you could have been a whole different person, bro.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, right? Having the right guy around you, mentor. You know what I mean? I had it, you know, because you're not a dumb 100%. Guy. Yeah. Because listen, I've been watching. You don't even know who I am. I just watch your show.
Yeah.
And from what I take from you is no dummy. You know what I mean? I think you could have potential to done good things. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying you still don't. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm here, man. Trying to show people they can get sober. They can live a positive life. They don't have to be trapped in this
dude,
bullshit
listen,
all the time, you know?
Dude, 18 years old. I was facing 2 felonies. Okay, I thought my life was over, bro. I was off the deep end. I thought I was thinking crazy shit. and someone came into my life. This guy, man, he was a lawyer actually, and he helped Irish guys out. He knew the district attorney, and he was able to get me out of it, bro. Get me out of it. All right. And I was able to turn my life around, dude. I don't want to say what I did, but you wouldn't believe.
You didn't cause trouble after that. You were done, like straight and narrow.
Yeah, bro. Straighten that. Well, not only straighten that. Yeah, I do stupid shit. Yeah, I got into a fight with the bars and shit, but nothing to where criminal acts.
Yeah.
You know. But if that guy, if you would have met the same guy I met, it would have been a whole different story for you, man. And and it's weird because the criminal justice system is weird, man. Because you could meet the right person, like district attorney or something like that won't go hard on you. It's a strange system,
Man, I've had probation officers over the years that man, they just throw you in prison. They play games with you. They make you jump through these hoops.
Scumbags, yeah. You're gonna get those kind of people.
Like I wanted to when I got out of prison the last time. I knew that I was done, and
yeah.
Now that I'm sober, part of me wants to go back to the probation officer, like look at me now, bitch. But
yeah.
I don't want to be that guy, man.
Yeah. And also, Staxx, you know what happens too, bro? We get, because we're all probably the same age. You know what happens too? Once you start getting older, it gets played out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It really does. It gets tiring, man. It's like, you know what I mean? Who wants to be put in a cell and all this bullshit, and dealing with fucking animals in there,
I'm way too old for that shit.
But, yeah, exactly, man. I couldn't do it right now, man. I got a friend right now. He just went in at 50. He was a neighbor of mine. I really don't hang out with him because I don't associate with that anymore. You know what I mean?
He went in at 50?
50, and he's got to do an 8-year sentence. I go, dude, what? Oh, man. I go, dude, man. I called him up, his mother's house, and I talked to him. I said, man, just take it easy in there. Try to, I'll send you some books and shit like that. But, man, just try to take it easy, man. Because, dude, could you imagine going to prison from 50 to 58? Come on, man.
I was just interviewing this dude. He just turned himself in on the 16th of June. And he was out operating the dark web, a drug factory on the dark web. He got caught. He got sentenced to 5 years in prison. He just turned himself in 2 weeks ago, man.
Wow.
So he's 2 weeks into a 5-year bid. Can you imagine what that feels like?
Well, I'll tell you how much I guess I'll tell you. All right. Listen, 18 years old. I was facing two felony charges. All right, felony grand larceny. Okay, one was a felony, one was a grand larceny. Then I had something else they were going to nail me on. Right. Yeah. I met this guy, Henry O'Brien, Irish guy. Right. He knew the district attorney personally, and he told him I was going to join the military. And the one case we knocked down to a violation, which is harassment. And the other one, we got an ACOD, which is you stay out of trouble for 6 months.
And then it goes away.
And guess what I did a couple of years down the line, bro?
What?
I joined the military reserve and I became a cop.
And they let you?
Yeah, I'll tell you how. Listen, I got into the city police. Do you know how I did it? My father was in there, and he pulled all kinds of strings, bro. They didn't want to let me in, bro. They were like, this guy's a fucking felon. Because as long as you don't have a felony conviction, okay?
Yeah.
Okay? But my father was able to get me in, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. You want to talk about luck? Dude, there's like a guardian angel on my fucking shoulder, bro.
So how long were you a police officer for?
Almost 13 years. I got hurt. I broke my back on, dude. I got 6 screws in my back. I got dragged by a car by a guy that was wanted for murder. He didn't want me to give us his license, and I went to go grab it. And he gunned it. It took me with him.
Trapped you in the car with was the door open?
Yeah. The door was open, and my arm got caught as he turned. My arm was stuck in there, and he dragged me down the block, and I got fucked.
Did you ever have to shoot your weapon?
Oh yeah. But you know, that was like commonplace in New York City, man. But I don't want to go into that because
Yeah.
people could be listening and be like, but listen, the job I really didn't love. The only reason my father did it, right? And the only reason why I did it, man, because
I wanted father proud.
Yeah, man, that too, and my kids. Because, dude, everyone was calling me fucking a loser, a felon, and that brings you down, man. And you know the thing is, I never look down on guys like that. I say, you know how I look at it? Is the guy working or is he a good man? That's all that matters.
Yeah, some people you can tell their character on the type of people they
are. I do too. I mean, one of my good friends been in and out of jail, but you know what? I would do anything for that guy, bro. He has my back too. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. Just I mean, I'm in my 50s now, so I don't go out anymore. I'm not, I don't do anything anymore. I don't drink. I don't drink anymore. I used to be a big drinker.
Me too, man.
Yeah, so I had a wild life, man. But But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I forget where I found your channel, and I just watch it every once in a while, man. And dude, I like your interviews, bro.
Thank you, man.
You get some cool guys on there. I forgot the name of the guy you were on the other day. Bald head guy. He's like a B actor, and he's a really good actor. I can't think of his name. It was like
Robert Lusardo.
Yes.
Robert Lusardo. Shout out to Robert Lusardo. He's been in so many movies.
He has been, bro. Yeah, shout out to him, bro.
Yeah, he's a great dude.
Dude, great interview, man. You get, so I actually enjoyed that interview. It was pretty cool.
I think a lot of people they underestimate the level that I'm gonna bring to them. Some people out there, I think they do. They really need to watch it. Because I try to ask really good questions that other people are asking,
Listen, I'm not tooting your horn, bro, but you actually do get in depth with good questions, bro. All right?
Thank you, man.
And I just want to give that props to you. I'm not trying to kiss ass or anything. I mean, I'm just trying to say you do a pretty good job, man. So, but
I appreciate that.
But I just wanted to bring that up, man. Like I tell people all the time. Never give up on life, man, because, dude, I was behind the 8 ball, and you know what, man? I was able to somehow get out from it. Listen, when people think, oh, man, my life is over, it's not, man. You can do things. You can get out from underneath that rock, man. It's up to you. It's really a lot of it's mental, man. You can do it, man. You can change your life. I changed my life, man, And I hate to see guys, just like, oh, it's over with, and then get worse in trouble. You know what I mean? Get deeper and deeper into that hole. It happened to my brother. My brother did that, went down that hole, never came out.
I used to be that guy. Always used to have a court case pending and always in trouble. Always got something.
I did too. It went on for 2 years.
Now I always got something going on, and it's another show tomorrow. Don't miss Chatting with Staxx. I'm going to be dropping another interview with Andrew DiDonato, part 2, dropping tomorrow, and I have another one with Stephen Gillen.
Oh, sweet, bro. So, well, listen, I just wanted to drop by and just drop that on you, and
I appreciate you taking the time, man.
Man. I enjoy the show, and just keep it going, brother. All right, and
definitely.
You take care of yourself, man. All right.
Thanks, man. Have a good one. Guys. Happy 4th of July weekend.
Yeah,
man.
You too, man. God bless. Take care, guys. Bye.
Man, I'm sorry. I was getting dizzy, man. He must live in a mansion. Just kept moving around. Keep seeing.
I know. I'm like, damn, man.
Man,
This dude's going up flights like it was like 10 different stories.
holy smokes.
Shout out to Tim, man. That was cool.
Yeah, that's
Bro.
a nice guy. Seemed like a real nice, pleasant fella. But yeah, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, have other people come on?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you drop the link into the chat and all that, I could have up to 10 people on here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you should drop it so all them people that comment can comment live.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll people been commenting. That's why I click on it and put it up here.
Yeah, I can't see that. That's too small. I'm old. I'm blind.
I gotta get you a big ass magnifying glass so
Yeah.
you can be like this. Hey yo,
Yeah.
I'm gonna read that comment.
I'm already going like I'm going like this.
I know people are like, damn man, I can't read his forehead.
I got one right here.
Oh yeah,
There
man.
we go.
Perfect. Perfect.
Oh, you're in the show. Oh, perfect. Yeah,
Part 1 of Stephen Gillen was great, Staxx. Thank you, Mike. Part 2 is even better. I have a lot of different interviews I'm going to be dropping. I got Larry Mazza Part 2, Di Donato Part 2.
Hey, have you watched any of that one guy's podcast? I forget his name. Talks about Sammy. He was friends with the Gottis. I think he was a skipper.
Which
Mikey
one?
Scars.
Not really. I don't watch him.
I listened to a couple of days of when he explained the whole Sammy thing.
Yeah.
You should listen to that. Yeah, because I believe him.
Well,
100%.
I know who he is, and I believe some of his shit, but I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. I'm just talking about the Sammy
They
stuff.
associate with some people that is just fucking less than savory, fucking scumbags. They associate with.
Who? Mikey
mean,
Stars?
It is what it is. Nah, his partner there. RJ Rogers.
I don't know.
Whatever. Fuck them, man. They don't mean
Who is
shit
he?
to me. I don't know. That dude's partner.
Oh,
The
guy that's on the show with him?
Yeah. I believe there's a couple new mafia shows that are going to be dropping. People are like, what the fuck? They're going to come out of nowhere, left field. People don't understand that a lot of people from the mob realm are going to be coming forward, like with different shows, just like there's Mikey Scars, there's Dominic Sicali, there's all these fucking people.
Well, then there's the top one.
Oh, Sammy the Rat himself, King Rat himself.
No, King of Kings. He's out of Boston. I don't know if you know him or not.
Oh, oh yeah, I have his action figure right here. I think I saw a flea just jump off that motherfucker.
That's your friend.
Hey, maybe I'll bump into him when I'm up there tomorrow.
I wish I could bump into him.
I'm gonna bump into. I'm gonna be up there in Staxx. How do you feel about Dom Sicali? I think he's a great rapper. He should definitely pursue that rap career, that Cat in the Hat rap career. I think he's a fucking clown. Dominic Sicali is a fucking clown, straight up. I think he's
strong words, man. Wow.
Trying to be way more than what he was. He's a fucking idiot. He's riding off of Vinny Bassiano's coattails. And I have some special shit I'm gonna be dropping about Dominic Sicali very soon.
Holy smokes.
Don't worry, it's coming.
You got no special shit about me, do you?
No, man, no.
I'm getting nervous.
No. You're one of the good guys, man.
Oh.
You're not like these fucking clowns.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
This guy still thinks he's the underboss of the.
No,
he's the underboss.
He does not. No, you're wrong.
I'm telling you, he still thinks he's this mob guy with all this power and shit.
He is the boss of bosses.
Yeah, you're right.
So look at the. Oh yeah, see. Look at it. Hey, I think he got tattoo eyebrows.
Yeah, the hairless cat.
Yeah.
He lost all his hair,
on his
everything, right?
Hey, look at all the tattoos on his arms.
I know. Look at that. He doesn't have none, man.
Nothing on his chest, nothing. Wow, look at that.
Now he's all gangster in that one.
Yeah.
Not one speck of a tattoo.
Yeah. You know, and then the marshals and the prison officials, they didn't notice that.
They didn't notice his arms.
Yeah. If it would have been me, they'd have threw me face down on the floor, cuffed me, and carried me to the solitary.
Yo, he had a tattoo right here, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And you said they paid to get that one removed?
Yeah, I think he just had like a little one here. No, yeah, they paid to have like 3 or 4 of them removed. Yeah.
He had plastic surgery too, didn't he?
Yep.
To try to hide because he was scared of John Gotti.
Yeah, they turned him into. He looks like that dude from the Lord of the Rings. You know,
this was before the plastic surgery. This is after.
You know the guy from the Lord of the Rings? What's his name?
Schmeagol.
Schmeagol, yeah, that's what they call him in the joint.
That was his nickname?
Yeah, they used to call him Schmeagol.
Did they say it to his face? Like, yo, Schmeagol, let me get some coffee.
Oh, yeah, he just smiled. I never seen the Lord of the Rings till I was out of prison. So I didn't really understand it, but now I do. So, yeah, and that's a good name for him.
It's fucking hilarious. Schmeagol traded his eyebrows for the U.S. government for a deal.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Alan Kaiser, man. Sammy the full of shit. Sammy the full of shit.
That's his name. Sammy.
He is.
And you know what was funny is that the government, though, they know this, but they still pursue people and use him. I mean, come on, man.
And then the worst part is when he tried to get Frankie Lacasio out of prison. The final fuck you in his face.
Yeah.
Let me try to fake get you out of prison and be like I'm the good guy. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Hey,
Lacasio hated Sammy.
I was with Frank. And
how did he feel about Sammy?
Frank hated everybody. That just was his, that was who he was. He hated everything. But Sammy the Bull had a special place in his heart. So, I mean, if there didn't a day go by that I was with Frank that he didn't cuss out Sammy the Bull. He hated him with a passion. I mean, he'd get pancakes for breakfast and say something about Sammy about the pancakes. I mean, he was crazy. He's a mean, cantankerous old motherfucker.
Did you see his funeral?
No, I didn't.
I can't play it because they'll they like to hit you with copyright strikes and all this shit. But he had a horse-drawn carriage go through the streets of Brooklyn.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, they had a band in back, and his daughter was dancing and shit down the road. It was pretty iconic, man.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it was something that other people would not do.
Right. Yeah, he was he'd go through the food line and look up, and one of the servers and just get crazy. What the fuck are you looking at? Just every day he was like that. Guards, inmates, he didn't give a shit.
He was real feisty old man.
Oh man, he was not fight. He was horrible. Listen, he was old, so no one paid attention to him. But he used to. He'd talk crazy to anybody.
But they would still all stick together, just like you guys are in these pictures. You guys are all sticking together. It didn't matter if you guys had problems. But So what would happen if one of these guys would have a problem with another guy? Would you guys go into a cell and handle business and shit? Or
no.
Have you seen that happen?
You mean fist fight?
Yeah.
No
fist fights going on?
Not between the guys, no. They wouldn't do that.
Do you know any situations where other people have challenged any of you guys while you're in there?
I don't know how it was in other facilities, but in Atlanta, there was, 40 guys, 50 guys. There's a large, quite a few fellas there. They'd have someone, they'd pay someone to crack their fucking skull,
That was the way they operated. Huh?
Yeah, it wasn't even no bullshit. Nobody, if they even thought that there was a threat, they You know, like with me and this jerk off from Chicago. You know.
Oh yeah,
you know,
yeah.
This tough guy. You know, I'm shit. Fuck that. I didn't. You know, he was talking all crazy to me, and what am I? I'm not going to let him walk the compound.
Nah.
You know.
Nah, you got to make an example so people, you could set the tone for people.
Yeah, I set the tone all right. Fucking.
I think there's some people on YouTube that need the tone set for them.
Yeah.
There are, but guess what? I don't give a fuck enough about you to set the tone for you.
Yeah.
Maybe someday that can happen, but
you know, I don't worry about what people say on that.
I don't
YouTube
either,
bullshit.
man.
I don't care. What are they
I
gonna
don't
say?
either.
Oh, Bobby's a piece of shit. He's a dirtbag. I don't care. Say whatever you want. You know, it's not gonna hurt me.
I've been called better by worse.
They ain't gonna come to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and say it.
Damn not.
That
Damn right they ain't.
Sure, you know, they ain't coming here. So them stay wherever they're at and say whatever they want. I don't care. I laugh about it.
Me too, man. But yo, I appreciate you taking the time. I appreciate you taking the time and coming on here. We got a lot more stories to tell the people, and I'm gonna have you on again very soon.
Perfect. Does that mean I can go to sleep now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Had a hard day. I worked hard, man.
Hold on, I gotta call Sammy and ask him.
Oh yeah.
Sammy, is it all right? Lights out, ring. Sammy. Is it okay? Can we turn the lights out?
Yeah, kiss his ring. He's on that. He's on that YouTube. Makes me throw up. I mean, you know, getting these young girls kissing his pinky ring and all this stupid. I mean, what? Come on, man.
He said he never heard of Metallica.
Is that what he said?
Sammy the Bull said he never heard of Metallica.
Maybe he never had. Maybe he hasn't.
He's a fucking idiot, man. They're like, "Where were you? Hiding under a rock?" He's like, "Yeah." He's a fucking Schmeagle.
Oh,
yeah.
I was meeting up with legitimate businessmen and conning my way into their.
I was getting tattoos.
Then I took all their businesses.
I was getting tattoos by the Aryan Nation. They made me an honorary member.
Hey.
On the PC yard.
Yeah, they would. Man, he's so crazy. I can't believe he tells them stories about the tattoos.
Listen, I'm surprised they even gave him protective custody after he got arrested. They didn't have to, right?
Right, they didn't have to, but it was, it was him.
They shouldn't have. They should have thrown him to the wolves.
Now, if it was anyone else, they wouldn't have. But because it was him, the poster child, for cooperation. Yeah, that's why they did it. Yeah. No, there's no other reason, because they even hated him. Everybody hates him.
Dude, but the funny thing is, he's trying to create this narrative where everyone likes him.
Yeah.
But little does he know, when his old ass dies and shrivels the fuck up next week. I hope he
Family soldiers will be there.
I hope he doesn't die next week.
Yeah, we don't want no one dying around.
But he probably will.
Oh Jesus!
But his shriveled ass. No one's gonna give a fuck. They're all gonna talk shit. They're gonna say he was the biggest rat. They're not gonna say he was a great guy. They're all gonna run their mouth about him. Will. Which ones? Sammy Soldiers?
Yeah. He's got his own thing going on.
Sammy Soldiers.
Yeah. All right, I gotta get to sleep, man. It's been
Me
a pleasure.
too, man. Fuck Sammy and his soldiers.
Yeah. And quit taking credit for shit you ain't done, you fucking dirtbag.
And donate to the channel, Sammy. I need some bread. I need some ducats.
Hey, he's selling all these paintings. He's got plenty of cash. Send some cash to this show, you fucking moron.
I need some ducats in the bucket, bro.
Yeah.
If you guys like this type of content, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. And if you give me a donation, maybe I'll let you get an Odin tattoo like Sammy did.
Hey, when are you going to get one of your cups, man? Get a cup or something.
Hey, man. Donate to the channel. See you guys next time.